Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Strict and MOTYL. Talking toys. Toy box dreams and childhood joys. Mint condition. That's their boys. Dropping hot takes on all the illest toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Strict and MOTYL, they're just talking toys. Strict and MOTYL, they're just talking toys. Strict and MOTYL, they're just talking toys. The Toy Talk guys are just talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Toy Talk Guys podcast. I'm Strick.
And I'm MOTYL.
We're here to bring you everything happening in the world of toys. We're talking action figures, Lego, video games, and anything else that catches our eye. On today's podcast, we got a couple of things to go through. We got some Lego in the mix, some Playmates TMNT. Then in those meteor discussion topics, we got more Lego on the docket. We got some Playmates Power Rangers Reignition. Heck yeah, gonna talk some of that. Some Nugget making the cast again. And then we got some Sonic Premiums, Hot Wheels Wacky Pack. Getting the collection updates and all that good stuff. MOTYL, my friend, it has been a minute. How are we doing?
Yeah, let's not operate like this is just some run-of-the-mill everyday cast. Like, dude, we are back, baby. We are back. Back. Ooh. And it feels so good being at the helm of this computer right now. Just recording, laying down these delicious tracks with you, brother. I'm so excited to be here.
Dude.
Anybody that's been listening to us, I think they know why. I think they recall.
So the Strick household brought in a new baby girl, little baby Rosie. You'll probably be hearing about her a little bit more and the toys that she's getting into, but she's 3 months now. She doesn't really care if it's her hand or something jiggling in front of her face. She's a happy girl. So we're very blessed to have her and, just welcome into the Toy Talk Guys community. Just more girl power on this cast coming your way.
That's exactly right. And on behalf of myself and all of the Toy Talk Guys community, congratulations, Strick. Very, very happy for you.
Thanks, man. Let's get into some of these toys, dude.
All right, now it can be run of the mill. Let's get back into the swing here.
All right, I'm going to lead it off here. We got some Lego news on the docket. This is a quick hitter, and I brought this on mainly for you, buddy. We got Lego in the ideas line, but we've got Godzilla. The Zilla himself is coming in Lego form. November 27th, 2026. He's going to be 5,360 pieces. I could probably do some math on that and figure out how much he's going to cost. Someone probably already did that. But he's going to be expensive. He's not going to be cheap. Someone's like, hey, $500, maybe $600. What do you think of this guy, MOTYL? Big old Godzilla. Would you drop a big $5 bill or a big $6 bill for that boy?
Yeah. The prices in Lego and toys in general. That is just it's making me speechless. But no. Yeah, to answer your question, no. I'm not into the art pieces like this. If there was a set where Godzilla was paired with an opponent of, King Ghidorah or Gigan or some other well-known kaiju, then yeah, you might be able to count me in. But a standalone piece like this does not excite me. But I am excited that Lego is dipping their toe into Godzilla a little bit here, albeit the ideas line.
I think a lot of the communities in your shoes, like big Godzilla lovers, and everyone's pretty much like, "Yep, can't afford it, no way, not sure what they're thinking." And I'm right there with them. I mean, not that I would pick this up, but I think 200's got to be the max for me to spend on a Lego set for anything, let alone like if I was really a fan of Godzilla, I don't even think I wouldn't even bat an eye. It's like $500, you gotta be joking me. Like, not a chance. I don't know how much longer these big set pieces can come out and survive, but I mean, if I were them, I would have dropped something around the 150 mark, maybe, a little higher than that. But yeah, like you said, give us Godzilla. He doesn't need to be massive, Give us a Godzilla to stamp around our Lego city and a couple other monsters and everybody be happy.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to be a bit of a swing and a miss. It'll probably be impressive, but a bit of a swing and a miss in terms of sales and all that stuff.
We've come at this angle before, but let me say there's nothing wrong with buying stuff like this for yourself, like if you're into it. But when it gets to that price and you're our age and we've got families, I just feel so bad spending that kind of money, like on myself, basically, like for something so superfluous. Like I feel so bad. There's been things that are like way cheaper than this that I bought for myself, and I just feel bad about it. This doesn't mean to come off as like better than now, but that's just how I feel about this kind of stuff now. It's so expensive that I can't not feel it.
I feel the same way, and I'm actually curious how much of the community's in our shoes and how many are still on the fence of like, oh, $500, no problem. Like the more that I look at, and I don't know if it's because the price going up or just our generation's getting a little bit older, and that's kind of the voices we hear, but I don't know, just everywhere I mostly like on Reddit where there's a super community of people that are reacting to these, like, I mean, this is just a leak, like it's not even anything official. Yeah, it's just a lot of negativity towards like, what are they doing? Like, why so expensive? Like, I just want something to buy for a kid. And like, I think there's just a lot more parents out there now that are just like, if this isn't for my kid, like I'm pretty much not going to buy it. Like it's going to be really hard for me to rationalize even with myself that this is something I need to own. I'm so squarely there right now. We'll get into collection updates, dude, but there's a big old purge happening in the Strick household.
Oh boy.
Spoilers for later.
But yeah, Lego, dude, I mean, we're at the point now where we, just a couple of weeks ago, we were invited to another kid's birthday party, and the parents were like, yeah, he really likes Legos. We're like, all right, perfect. So we'll take our kids to Walmart, and they'll pick out a Lego for him. And dude, I mean, my jaw was like hitting the floor. I'm just like, what? Oh my gosh. And it's like, you don't want to like stiff a kid on his birthday. You don't want to get him something junky, like some set that he doesn't want. So you want to like sort of splurge a little bit. But I'm just like, I can't even believe these prices. Like,
oh, it's insane.
And, my wife, she picked something that was like a creator or something that didn't have minifigures in it. I'm like, it has to have minifigures. We got to get something that has minifigures in it. And then it was like, at least $10 more or something, whatever it was. But you couldn't bring like this little tiny stocking stuffer set. You got to get like a juicier, bigger set. It's a rough balance, a delicate dance, and I can't stand it. It's so crazy, the prices now. Everything's
more expensive, but the toys especially, and then I feel like Lego's at the top of that heap where they're just like, yeah, we got no problem raising prices. Like, here you go. Here's a little car that used to be $10, now it's $25, and you're just like, jeez, man, like relax. And they're not afraid to swing at these super high price. I just feel like they're like, how many of these bombs can we just land at the top of this range that people are going to buy into?
Yeah.
And, man, and I don't know. I guess they sell some of these. They must in order to keep doing it. So more a note to like, I mean, if you're a big Zilla fan, I guess go for it, but have some sanity and maybe don't. and build yourself your own Godzilla for way less. That's my advice.
All right. Well, if you're not a big Godzilla fan, feel free to just scrub past this whole next section as well, because we are double dipping in the Zilla world here. We got some Playmates news, not really news. It's old news. I mean, we're late to the party, dude. That's what else is new. But
we're late all over this cast, man.
we gotta be talking about this. I have to bring this on because this is something that has caught my eye. Playmates TMNT. Their Godzilla crossover figures. I think I probably mentioned it on the cast before, where I'm just like, I'm not a huge proponent of like crossovers and action figures. I think it's a little lazy, a little pandering. I really don't like crossover stuff, but this, I can't like look away. I kind of like it. If anybody's not familiar, this year they released some crossover Godzilla figures with TMNT. Just 3 figures have been on the shelves, and they've been Target exclusives. So Leonardo is Godzilla, Rodan, Raphael, and Michelangelo as King Ghidorah. And they've been kind of hard to find in stores. I've been keeping my eyes out for them. This is kind of like getting into collection updates, but I did finally find a Leonardo, and he's been the most difficult one to track down.
I can imagine.
As far as I can understand it, he's only like 1 per case. So the Targets I've been to have had a surplus of Rodan and King Ghidorah, and finally I found a Leo. I will need to pick up Rodan and King Ghidorah because I've sort of just been waiting to see if I will eventually pick up Leo. The news here also is that Series 2 was announced at Toy Fair, and it's very exciting because you are completing the Turtles because they only released the 3. Now you have Donatello coming as Jet Jaguar, and then you also have Splinter as King Caesar, and then of course you have Shredder as Mecha Godzilla, which is my favorite. That's awesome. I love that figure. I didn't think I'd love a modern figure so much. I love this. I really do. I'm not going to mince words here. I'm going to just call a spade a spade. I love this line. Wanted to get this on the cast. And then also, I'm sure you probably have heard this at some point, Strick, but yeah, TMNT, it's going away from Playmates. They lost the license.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, dang.
Yeah, they lost the master license. It went to Mattel as the highest bidder.
Ooh.
So Mattel's going to be putting some stuff out, I would imagine. But until then, we do have TMNT products being released for the rest of 2026, possibly into 2027, or I don't know, they might be like just selling residual stuff, whatever they have at that point. But these turtles are going to be some of the very last ones getting released by Playmates. So I think that kind of combines with my love for this as well, because it's just like, oh my gosh, it's an end of an era. I am definitely in the camp of picking these up, getting a full run. I might look into getting a full run loose and carded.
What about the first Leo that you got? Is your plan to open that up and knock it around with the boys, or are these going to stay pretty pristine?
These will be daddy's toys to hold on to.
Nice.
I mean, if they show any interest in it, you know, this is a whole nother subject, but it's like, yeah, of course, we'll get them involved.
I'm digging these.
Are you for real?
I am. I mean, Leo's my clear favorite here. I don't have enough appreciation for the rest of the Zilla world, so I mean, he's just looking cool, just as like he's kind of like a dinosaur looking, but I still know that's Leo. I kind of lose like the turtles a bit in the other ones. They look more like the Zilla characters. I don't know if that's maybe part of the appeal.
This is quick mentions, but I will just say, if I had to nitpick this line, yeah, Leo's a slam dunk. I love the Godzilla figure. And then you've got Rodan, you know, Raphael is Rodan. That's solid. That makes sense. You're not too familiar with like kaiju and all the Godzilla movies, but King Ghidorah, Mikey is King Ghidorah, that's like Godzilla's big bad. Like he's a bad guy. So it doesn't make sense that he's like part of the turtle crew. Like, Godzilla has fought alongside Rodan, and he's fought alongside Jet Jaguar in his movie debut, where it was Godzilla versus Megalon, and he's fought alongside Rodan against King Ghidorah. It's like, why is Mikey King Ghidorah? It doesn't make sense. I don't like that part of it. There's other allies to pick from to make Mikey, so that's the only nitpick. This is quick mentions. I don't need to get too far down a rabbit hole, and the fact that Leo has been impossible to find. Other than that, I love this line.
All right, MOTYL, buckle up, dude, because we are headed to Pallet Town, and we're talking Pokemon. Not any Pokemon. We're talking Lego Pokemon, at least right now. But there's a lot of Pokemon going on in the Strick household, so I just want to have this as a little appetizer on here as we dive in here. We are talking the Lego Pokemon sets that have been unveiled so far. Not all these are released, but they've at least been unveiled, and there's a lot of opinions. So, MOTYL, man, not to just throw you on the spot, but maybe you could just peruse through here. There's a lot to look at. I know we talked about some of these already. You know, some of my reactions. Maybe just some of the new guys. Some of these like Bulbasaur set, Squirtle set. How you feeling about these dudes? Do you think these are a yay or a nay?
That's funny that you're asking me because I was totally gonna just like go off of your vibe because I feel like I could be swayed either way in some capacity, but I think like barring price, I could be convinced that this is good. Because I don't really know how else you would do Pokemon. It's like you want to do minifigures, but it's like you can't really just do straight up minifigures for Pokemon, right? Is that kind of what you're dealing with?
Yeah, yeah. I think there's the obvious move, and then there's this. So that's.
Oh, what's the obvious move?
I think the obvious move is like, all right, let's just have some small sets. Like, let's give a, brick built Pokemon Center and a Nurse Joy figure and an Ash and a Misty, like maybe in another set. Like, basically just build off the Kanto success and just start delivering some like little play scale sets that are minifig scale. And the Pokemon, they could just have as like molded figures. They've done that in tons of sets, like a little Disney Dumbo and little Lion King Lion, like. They could easily do that with a lot of these characters. There might be...
But oh my god, there's a billion of them though, dude.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't have to release all of them, but just like, But I mean, that's the thing though. There's so much room there once you commit to like, all right, these will be molded characters. Like they could have blind bag series of them, and yeah, there's a higher cost of production, but... That's what people want, man. Like that's if you read the comments, it's like, where's my minifigs? Where's my little molded fig? Like that's what I want. I want it to be in scale with the rest of my Lego collection. Like I don't want to be messing around with what this is. Which again, like what we're looking at, try to do my best over audio. A lot of the sets, there's this kind of like square. Well, of course it's squared off because it's Lego, but like kind of just like rounded, squared off look. Very blocky, like overly blocky. It didn't need to be that blocky, but like brick built characters. So there's like a Bulbasaur and a Bidoof, a Squirtle, a Charmander, and a Geodude, and like everyone's just looking real Squircle, if I can use that shape, like a squared off circle, rounded off square is what I want to say.
I got
you. Got me. You got me. So lots of great characters mixed in. Like I think they got the characters well, but just the scale is weird. And then these are also some of these are smart play, or most of them are smart play. So it's got that wrinkle in there as well. And it's the whole mess with the bricks, and only some of them come with the bricks. And like, the Pikachu set will come with the brick and he'll do certain things, but the other ones will only do other things. Like it just looks like a hot mess, and it's all expensive as anything. Of course, we just talked about that, but it's like even some of the prices are even more insane. You're just like, wow, that's a small set for like $60. That's insane.
Yeah.
So I am just like kind of happy, like my wallet's happy, but part of me is a little bit bummed because we're getting into Pokemon. It would just be fun to have a really awesome line to be collecting because we got into Animal Crossing. I bought a lot of those sets, and they've been a lot of fun to play with, the Animal Crossing sets. Yeah, did you have a thought on these, MOTYL?
Like I said, I could be convinced either way. If like you were super stoked on this, or if your kids were super stoked on it, it's like, yeah, I'll lean into some of this. But yeah, the prices are outrageous, and I feel like the offerings are like subpar, especially in terms of scale and just like how they ended up like looking like the overall product. But some of those prices, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then you get to Jigglypuff and it's like $15. Like, oh my God, they're like practically giving that away,
right,
yeah. compared to everything.
That's super simple. I'm still like, I don't have a great sense of scale on these. They look really small. Like comparing some of the other pieces, I'm like, that's a tiny piece. And Jigglypuff's like probably standing at maybe an inch high, probably a little lower than that. She's tiny. So that's $15 for like, you're not playing with the rest of that stuff, like the 2 speakers and the microphone, like that's getting thrown right in the parts bin, and she's just sitting there at all $15 of her. Man, that's like, that's I would pay for a small Jigglypuff probably $5, like molded minifig scale. I'd probably pay like a $5 poly bag for that. So like, I just feel like they missed the mark on these big time. I don't know how many people are gonna buy them. I just hope it flops on its face, but they can keep the license. That's the only thing that scares me a little bit, is like they could just botch this so bad that Pokemon and Nintendo just walk away. But they've got to be on board with this stuff. And I don't know, man. It just does not look good. Any of this stuff.
I feel like we mentioned it before about like that big giant bust with the Charizard, the Blastoise, and the Venusaur.
Mm-hmm.
and how you have to buy that if you want to be able to buy the Kanto region badge collection.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Isn't that right?
yeah. Well, it's don't quote me on that, but yeah, it was either that, the Pikachu, or the Eevee. You had to buy some series of those in order. You had to buy something Pokemon, and that was all that was out to get the the only decent that I think is the mini Pokemon Center, and then there's the Kanto region, which is like the badge thing, which is like that's okay. I mean, not that exciting. I don't know if you see the Ditto as Squirtle. That's the only one people seem excited about. And it's
that is so weird,
right? Isn't it? I mean, it's got some interesting stuff going on in there, just like the Pokeball TV and this little Squirtle. That's got to be a sticker, but it's a gift with purchase. It's like a promotion, and people are just like, well, "That's the best one." I'm like, I guess funny. So. If you're gonna pick a best one,
it's funny when you sent that to me, and I scrolled down, and I was just like. It took because I didn't read it. I just saw the picture. I'm like, how'd they mess that up that bad?
How'd they mess that Squirtle
like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw it. I was like, that's Squirtle? I'm like, what is going on there? I don't have too much else to say on the Pokemon stuff, but I'm just happy Lego is just pushing out stuff that I don't really want and my kids don't really want, because yeah, man, we're feeling a little crowded here on the Lego front in the household. So
I got you. Did you already mention? So your kids are getting into it. So have you shown them this? Like, are they showing any interest in this?
I haven't shown them these. I mean, if I did, they'd probably be like, "Oh, that's that one," and like get excited about it. But they don't know any better, you know. They
yeah.
They don't know what it could be, I guess. But they wouldn't have fun with these. Not enough to justify the price. I'd much rather just get like little PVC figures at that rate, you know. Like, I'm not gonna mess around with this stuff. It doesn't need to be brick built at this stage.
It's a sad time we're facing here, dude. That Charizard set like $120 for that, and Vaporeon or Jolteon, and they're doing whatever. Like, what are they doing? They're doing whatever
at each other. Yeah, but they got somebody pointed this out, which is hilarious. Is that
they got the smart features? Whatever.
Yeah, they have the smart features, but like the smart brick is like in Charizard's crotch area, so you have to like shove his crotch into Jolteon in order to like have the attack happen, or that's presumed anyway, which is just funny. It's just silly.
I feel like such an old man where I'm like, man, we had it perfect back in the day with all the Lego sets at KB Toys. It was just such an experience. And
don't get me wrong, we had good stuff. There's still like, it is it's just a gluttonous age of Lego. It's beyond the golden age. It's just gluttonous, where it's just like, dang, anything you would ever think of or want is just available. And it's just too much. I'm just like, I just want simple, I guess. That's if I could go back to anything, it's just like, yeah, do a few things that people want, but like, just simplify and don't go so crazy. I mean, even this starting wave is like, how many sets is that? And not even all of them are released or even announced, but it's like 12 that are like known, and there's probably gonna be like 15, close to $1,000 if you were trying to really buy into this and have all the characters that you want, which is just bananas. Like, I don't know, make it a little more attainable, you know?
Let me ask you this. How many Premier Balls are you going to buy?
Right? Dude, people are excited about that, too. They're like, oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
That Pokeball doesn't look half bad. I'm like, yeah, it looks all bad. Like that, like, it just, don't try circular stuff unless you're going to cheat, you know? And just make a piece, you know? Just make, at that rate, like, you landed Pokemon, like, you make pieces for the dumbest things. Like, just make a Pokeball piece at that point, you know?
Like, just leave Voltorb and Electrode alone at this point, because you don't want to go there.
Oh, they absolutely will. I bet one of these unreleased ones is like, well, we did a Pokeball. We can certainly do a Voltorb. Here he is. He's a square. And it's like, great job. You did it. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, I'll just stop being so harsh, I guess, but I'm just happy that it's not what I wanted, I guess, because I really couldn't afford anything really cool, so... Good on you, Lego. Keep swinging and missing until I can afford more of this stuff.
All right, dude. Whip out that morpher, dude. It is morphin' time. Here we go, baby. Power Rangers. Ooh, yeah. Reignition. Playmates. I don't know how to feel at this moment, because I'm excited, I'm disappointed, I'm stressed, I'm encouraged, like, all at the same time. It is a weird time to be a Power Rangers fan. I have championed this line in the past on casts. I don't know how to feel, man. I'm kind of just gonna maybe get your first thoughts on what we're talking about here. Let me dump it down. So it was announced this year, Toy Fair 2026, that the Reignition line is going to allegedly continue, and we're going to get Series 2 figures and a couple of other products here in the latter half of 2026. Some of the standouts for me, obviously, is the Lord Zed figure and the Z Putty figure that you push the Z on his chest and he explodes just like it did in the show. So that's cool. Then they also have re-releases of the Yellow, Black, and Red Ranger with the sculpts of the new Rangers' heads on them. So like Adam, Aisha, and Rocky, the people that replaced the OG Power Rangers from Season 1. Mm-hmm. So cool, lazy, but also they're trying to appease fans, but this is for kids, so it seems lazy. But anyway, they're there. That's an offering. The White Ranger is coming. The Tiger Zord is coming. That's cool. And then, of course, the Thunder Megazord is coming.
Yeah, dude.
That's all well and good and is great on paper. It would excite, anybody that likes this line, which I'm excited about it because my kids like this line. My 3-year-old, my 5-year-old. I haven't shoved Power Rangers down their throat. I've introduced it to them and they've attached to it and they like it. They watch the show sometimes. They have the toys. I made sure Santa got them, a full run of toys last Christmas. They love the Megazord specifically. The Megazord is, probably their favorite. They have all the figures outside of that as well. They have the Blade Blaster to play with. My 3-year-old got the Dragon Dagger for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
They're heavy into it. With all that said, there's also a problem which I see brewing at home. It's not the 90s anymore. I love this line, but I'm just I'm sobering up to the realization of just there is so much other stuff out there. I mean, Power Rangers was huge back in the 90s. I don't have to explain that. Anybody that researches it or was there or lived through it, they understand Power Rangers was huge. Nowadays, yeah, I guess Power Rangers is still kind of popular, more so for the fans of them back in the days. But kids, dude, I don't think it's there, man. I really don't. Yeah. Playmates and whoever was behind the whole Reignition push with the show, getting a facelift, they've touched it up. I'm just yeah, that's something. But to make that back the whole toy line, the whole presence in Walmarts and Targets, it's not strong. I kind of wanted to just, before I go on, sort of get your thoughts and feelings on this line in general, the new releases, and maybe have you been to Walmarts and Targets and have seen the presence there?
I have seen stuff. I've actually looked for it. I kind of, whenever I'm there with my boys, I go down some of those aisles with the action figures, and I'm just let me just see what's going on in TMNT land, and I'm always checking the Power Ranger stuff and the World of Nintendo stuff. So I've seen and been half tempted by the Megazord stuff, because I think I explained in the one cast my one son's really into transforming stuff.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the concern around just popularity, and they really need to do something else to breathe some life into this franchise. I get you there. I am excited that they're dropping this stuff though, because I, as a dad, am trying to get my kids into this. I've tried twice now, and both times have been unsuccessful. I plan on, as they age, I think they're just not at the right age yet in terms of the stuff that they like. I'm going to keep trying a little bit. I loved Power Rangers. I loved certain aspects of Power Rangers. I never went that deep into the show, but I definitely stayed with Mighty Morphin, and then the movie, and then, the movie was real big for me. So that's the thing I'm trying to kind of push with them. But yeah, dude, I love the Zord play as a toy, and I would just love having that thing again, which is a big reason I'm trying to push it. It's just because dude, just get into it so we can get the Zords and then we could just be having fun. So yeah, man, that's how I'm feeling, but I'm happy they're doing it. I mean, I'm cool with it, but I get your concern.
There's a lot out there, and Power Rangers is just another thing at this point. Anybody that has kids that's out there that's listening, you're in that world where it's like, if they are given screen time or anything where they see like other properties, like go down a toy aisle, there's a billion things begging for their attention. Like, dude, I can't even believe, like, you go on Netflix now and it's just like, what do you watch? There's a billion cartoon shows. There's so many things to watch. Power Rangers is like on this, like, just, it's another thing. It's another thing to like click through and be like, yeah, we don't want to watch that right now. Like, there's a billion other things. And then you have kids, you know, at school, like pushing their stuff. Like, this is what I like, you know, this, I'm sure Power Rangers is like nowhere near on their map. I just feel like, you know, Power Rangers has such like a good formula. I hate to say that Playmates is kind of, I don't know, being kind of lazy in some ways about it. And I don't want to say that because I appreciate what they're doing, but it's just like, I really feel like they put this stuff out there thinking like, oh yeah, well, it's a moneymaker. It's Power Rangers. People will buy it. They don't care. Like, it'll get bought. Like, no worries. And now I'm at that point where, I mean, especially like locally, but I've also traversed like outside of my like city, where I've gone to like so many other like Targets and Walmarts just to see like what they have. Dude, there is so much Power Ranger product on the shelf. Like, nobody's buying it. Like, I'm telling you, dude, nobody in my area is buying this stuff. Like, I have been going to Walmart and checking it. Nobody has bought a single one. Like, it's the shelves are just full. They don't discount them. They're just sitting there. And they've been there since, you know, like 2025. So this stuff getting announced, I'm just so, like, I'm so concerned because we've seen it all before. If you were a Voltron fan, you watched the Netflix Voltron.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I loved that show. I was watching it for a while, and then it petered out, and I sort of fell off of it. But I was collecting the toys, especially when they were releasing the Paladins. I got all the Paladins, and they were hard to find because they only released like 3 of them, and they were the second wave. But the appeal wasn't there. It suffered from the same stuff as Power Rangers is suffering from. It's like there's so much stuff to watch. There's so much stuff to be into that the shelves were flooded with all those lions and they weren't getting bought. So at the point where Series 2 was offered, you know, retailers didn't have a place for it. So nothing was getting like purchased. Like, you couldn't find them anywhere. I remember we toy hunted a couple of times and I got so lucky like to find some of those things because right after that series, it died. It was done. They never completed the rest of the line. So we never had the rest of the Paladins. We don't have a complete team for that line. So I really feel like that's, and I hate to say that that's the way this is going to go, but I really just feel like that in the pit of my stomach that this is the way this line is going to end. I don't want to be a downer about it because I was championing this line. Between those concerns I had, and then also just like the Megazord stuff. I've talked about the Megazord stuff where they released all the Megazord Zords separately. Dude, all the Zords are released separately, man, and they're all just they're crowding the shelves. Nobody's buying them.
That's what kept me from getting at it. I was just like looking at all the pieces, and I'm like, well, they're not all here, and I'm not about to go hunt them down. Like, no way. If they had just released like I don't even know the price point it had to be at for me to jump on it, but like, I don't know, like sub 100, just like give me all the Zords in there. I don't know if they could have done that, but yeah, I would at least consider it when, I mean, my son is kind of phasing out of the transforming stuff, at least right now. He's kind of waving out of it. And that was the only point I was going to bring in was just like the point you made around like there's just so much content. Dude, I feel you there. Like, we have a hard time. There's a couple through lines with our kids, but like even like Spidey was like big for a long time. Not even a long time, like you know, a year. They were just Spidey this, everything was Spidey, and we bought them all the toys, and now they want nothing to do with Spidey. Or not that they don't want anything to do with it, but it's like it's just faded, and now they're on to the next thing, and I'm just like, am I really gonna buy them up all the stuff and this thing that they're like Paw Patrol's huge right now, more with my younger son, but.
Yeah, me too.
That's like constantly what we're playing and like pretending. And so I bought him a couple of the Paw Patrol, and you can go deep into that stuff. And I'm just like, we're stopping here. You know, like you got a little basket. Like, we're not going deep, dude, because you're going to be on to the next, like within a month. Like, I know it.
Yep.
You guys are Paw Patrolling right now?
I'm right there with you. I mean, but like, again, like that has faded with us. But yeah, we were deep into it for a while, but it has since sort of petered out. And I just, in those voids, I'm just like, I push Power Rangers a little bit. I'm like, remember this stuff that Santa got you? Like, and they're like, oh yeah, let's watch Power Rangers. And they have like Power Ranger, like Red Ranger pajamas that they wear and they love it. But Yeah, it just like it ebbs and flows, like it's in and out. I showed him these images that were from Toy Fair, and my son's just like, oh, yeah, Lord Zed, we got to get Lord Zed. Oh, I can't wait. Like, so it's like they like it, but there's so much other stuff getting their attention. Whereas like back in the day, it was just like I was fully into Power Rangers. It was like, yeah, Power Rangers #1. Like that's the stuff I love. Like let's get that stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And it's still that way for me, but I mean it's a different time that we're living in. So yeah, I'm not hopeful. I'm pretty discouraged. I'm trying to be excited about it because it's the stuff is at Toy Fair. It's being shown. Hopefully it shows up somewhere. I didn't even think I'd be able to get Babu, but I finally found Babu a couple of times over at a few different Targets. So I'm caught up on all the figures I need in my collection, and then they have a Babu and Goldar and Rita in their collection as well as all the other figures. So they've got a complete run right now. So they're enjoying it, but it's just like, man, this could have been done so much better. I don't know. I hope I get the Thunder Megazord. I don't think I will.
That's what I was about to ask. Are you going to get that Thunder Megazord?
Oh, we will.
Oh,
well, if it's on shelves, we will. If it's on shelves, we will. But I don't know if it's going to see shelves, man. At least around me. I might have to buy it online. One of the last things I wanted to talk about, the Dragon Zord. I don't know if you noticed, but they've just skipped over it. They're into season 2 now. That's past Dragon Zord time. So the story behind that was Dragon Zord on its own is not a fun toy to play with, apparently. It only, accompanies the Megazord. It doesn't transform into something on its own. I don't know if any of this is official, but it sounds like, big box retailers like Walmart, Target, they had their concerns of putting it on the shelf because they were just like, well, whoever's buying this has already bought the other 5 Zords. You have to buy that stuff if you want this bought as well. They were just like, no, just skip it. Apparently, I guess Playmates might be in the works of trying to release it solely online. I don't know. It's all I think a lot of this is talk. Yeah, there's no Dragon Zord, which is a huge disappointment because Carter, my 5-year-old, he loves the Dragon Zord. He's just like, where's the Dragon Zord? Let's get it. I'm just like, they didn't put it out yet. I don't know if it's gonna get put out. It's sad. Sad, really.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'll end with this. My wife went on a trip with a couple of her friends, so I was with the boys for a few days, and I told Carter, I was like, we're gonna do some toy hunting. Like, we're gonna be doing some boys and dad toy hunting. And he's just like all about it. We're just gonna hit some stores. We're gonna go hard. We're gonna find the figures we need. We only needed Goldar. That's all we were looking for. A standalone Goldar figure for the collection. So we hit a couple of Targets, and I remember weeks ago, I went to a Target that was well out of our range, and I saw Goldar there, but at the time I was just like, I'll probably see him again. I don't really care because I just picked up the putties. I buy the putties whenever I see the putties because I'm trying to amass putties in my collection. So I grabbed the putty, and that was the one I took off the shelf. The other 2 racks were full, and then there was one missing from that rack. So I was like, all right, Goldar's there, whatever. I didn't even think about it. Then, a couple weeks go by. My wife's trip comes up, and me and the boys are toy hunting all over the local spots, and I'm like, where's Goldar? They're like, where's Goldar? Why isn't he here? Like, we can't find him. I was like, oh, boy, all right, well, there's one, you guys want to be in the car for 30 minutes? Because there's one 30 minutes away that we can drive to that I think might have Goldar. It's like, yeah, let's go get him. So we drove 30 minutes to a Target where I was just like, he's probably not even going to be there, by the time I get there. Dude, I'm telling you, this was 3 weeks out from when I last was there. It was exactly as I left it. There was one spot gone because I had bought the putty, and then Goldar was right where I left him.
Oh, no way.
Nobody bought any of that stuff. It just sat there. Nobody's buying this stuff, man. That's my point. Nobody's buying this stuff. It's right there. We got Goldar, and they erupted. They were like, "Yeah, we got him. Call mom. We got Goldar." So it made their day, but only because I was amping it up. I mean, they loved playing with it and all that, but it was it kind of broke me inside. I'm like, wow, nobody cares about this stuff. Uh-huh. So it doesn't bode well for this line. I'm a little heartbroken about it, to be honest.
I hear you there. At least you got something to share with your boys there, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of stuff that comes along where you're just like, like for me with some video games I want to share with them, I'm like, nobody's gonna know what you're talking about or like, doing and like what this is.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a me and you thing, like it's just gonna be us.
That's true.
So you're just sharing a little piece, like not even a little piece, like a big piece of your childhood with them. It's cool. I totally get you on it's kind of sad to see it, like it might not get made anymore, and that's definitely a sad thought. But at least it's out now, and you guys are having those experiences. That sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah,
the hunt.
It is cool. It is about the experiences at this point. And Power Rangers is a brand that has stood the test of time. So this might not be the correct incarnation that everybody's looking for, but there will always be Power Rangers, in some capacity. So it's not like it's just gonna go away. But I don't think at this point in time this is the route that it's gonna be going for a healthy future, because Playmates is limping along, especially losing the TMNT license, and I feel like they might be going all in on Power Rangers. I don't know. It's a sad state of affairs.
I know we were kind of wrapping this segment, but our next segment's gonna be really short, so I'm gonna just stick in here for a little bit.
Okay.
What would you do? Like, what do you think would be the move to like really energize it in the way that it needs to be energized?
I don't know. If you're just looking at like distribution, like they have bungled that to a degree that I didn't think was possible. Like it's horrible what they're doing now. I've just explained a couple of things where I just see them sitting there rotting on a shelf. Nothing's moving. Like, why can we not buy this stuff like direct to consumer, like online? Like, why are you flooding Walmart shelves with stuff? Like, I can't even believe, like, the stuff that is not moved at Walmart. It is crazy. It is like a chunk of ice sitting on the shelf. Like, nobody is touching it. Like, I would fix something there, first of all. Second of all, you gotta have some kind of show. Like, you can't just put out the old episodes and be like, watch this stuff. Because as of all the reasons we stated,
yeah,
it's like there has to be something.
That's where I go.
That's getting kids like psyched to buy this stuff. I don't know. I feel like there's just like some old heads at Playmates. They're just like, oh yeah, Power Rangers. That worked back then. Just throw that stuff on the shelves. It sold like hotcakes back then. It's like, no man, that was like kind of like lightning in a bottle. Like it worked because it was firing on all cylinders, not just because you threw the toys on the shelves. That's just what it feels like here.
Yeah, I go to the they need a show. They need something
anything, a cartoon,
some fresh life into this thing. I thought there were like so many rumors about I would love a cartoon, like a really stylized, like almost anime of this stuff, dude. That would look so cool. And you could just keep it the original cast and like it's Kimberly, Billy, it's the rest of them, and just have it be them for as long as you possibly can, just make it Mighty Morphin, and oh man, that would just be so sweet, and they could keep it Mighty Morphin, but then do offshoots with like, oh now they're like, they got to do Zeo, but just kind of like have those kids stay throughout it. I think that'd just be the move. That's what I would be doing, man.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin every day.
Yeah. They keep saying that there's stuff in the works, and I think there is, but
I hope so.
It's just like, I feel like that's a combination of, I guess now we know that Playmates was, I'm assuming, struggling. I don't know if like anything was reported, but it's just like TMNT, that's been their bread and butter for, forever, since we were kids. It's like they've been doing TMNT, and now you just casually lose the license. Okay, now what do you have? You have like Godzilla and you have Power Rangers. Like what else is there? Boy, this was a return to business cast, and here we are. We're just
getting real somber.
Yeah.
Real quick. Well, dude, I'm about to bring us out of the trenches, dude, with the next one. I'm going to do my best.
Good. We need it. I'll end with this. I am upset with the way things are going, but I am trying to move forward, trying to be encouraged. My sons are very excited about the products being offered here, so if we do see them on the shelves, we will be snatching them up, and we will enjoy them, and we will continue to support the line. Hopefully Playmates can keep putting out more, although I have my doubts.
All right, man, we're up in our treehouse, Smalls, you want s'more?
S'more what? Graham? Like you take the graham?
Yeah.
And then what is you smush or you smash? What do you scarf? You scarf.
Scarf. And then you scarf. We're talking, I don't know why this thing's called the s'more. Maybe we'll get into that, but Nugget, our favorite Nugget couch, man. I know I've talked about these on the cast. They're pushing out a new product for the first time in a long time. They have a new product, and it's called the s'more. It's a little play chair that does s'more. That does some more. If you're not familiar with Nuggets, they're like big, cushiony, couchy type things. Really, they're just meant to be like big, pillowy things that you can kind of build some structures out of. Kids can knock them around. We have a bunch of them in the Strick household. Now they're coming out with this chair, dude. It's meant to be a chair, or you can kind of reconfigure it to be different heights of a chair, or it could just be kind of like a little fort that they build. It's pretty small, $200, and ain't that cheap. Yeah, man, I think we might end up getting one of these, or maybe a couple of these at some point for the kiddos. What are you thinking on these guys? Do you guys have anything like a Nugget or just like buildy stuff like this?
All right, so for all the people like listening in your car that haven't seen this, it's like a 3-piece set. Right? It's like 3 cushions, 3 shaped cushions. I don't know if I'd be a buyer of this.
This is typically the time when we're thinking about Christmas and, just what's coming up, like, fall birthdays and things like that. So this is something we tossed around as an idea. It's also on sale right now for a limited time. So we're like, all right, maybe we should just get it now. And we kind of always have that mindset of like, stuff is just going to get more expensive. So you might as well just get it when you're first thinking about it. So we've talked about it. Now that I'm seeing that these are $200, I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth. You're not getting a ton compared to what you get with the other regular Nugget couch, just in terms of just like size and playability. It's mostly a chair. I can kind of talk about the Nuggets for days. Like we use those for almost everything when we're playing downstairs. Like it becomes a house, it becomes a car, it becomes whatever it needs to be. It was a bed for me for a little bit there. I ended up sleeping on one for a while next to my kid's bed. But these are just interesting to me. Like,
hey, trust me, I get the playability. I get the the utility in it. But I feel like if I was like having a casual, pleasant conversation with a customer service rep or somebody trying to sell me this product, and they'd be like, "Do you have any questions?" I'd be like, "Why the hell is it $229?"
Yeah,
I don't get that part of it, but all the other parts of it, I get. Having 2 little boys, dude, I mean, they're 2 peas in a pod when it comes to playtime. Like, the first thing they want to do, as soon as dinner is done, we're like, okay, mommy and daddy have to clean up, go play. And every single time, I tell my kids to not do this, but my older one's always just like, Brody, you want to fight on the couch? It just turns to them just tackling each other on the couch, and also on a beanbag chair that we have next to the couch. They roughhouse, and I try to break it up. I'm just like, play with anything. All the billions of toys you have, do anything that isn't just tackling each other, and they can't get away from it. This is more geared towards like imaginative play, but I know that they would roughhouse with it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That would be a big part of it if we purchased this. That's
definitely a big part of our play, and I'm with you there. It's so similar, our household, especially after dinner. Like after bath time, for whatever reason, they're like the rowdiest. But yeah, we typically throw these Nuggets down and kind of make like, they love to play like horsey with daddy. So like I'm the horse and they're riding on my back, and we just kind of put these down so if they fall, they're not like breaking their neck. And then sometimes we'll like play football and, like tackle football, but it's mostly me and my older son, like kind of like playing and tackling around. And then my younger son's like, I don't like it. I'm like, okay, just like stand over there. I'm just like, now that I'm looking at these, I'm almost having like thoughts in my head of like, will these get played with the same way? Are they really worth? Because it's almost the same price. I was just looking at the Nugget couch is $250, and these are coming in. They're on sale right now, but they're probably gonna be priced around like $220, $220. I don't know if it has the same play appeal. Like, it doesn't look like it. I can't imagine, like, the chair part is neat, I suppose. I don't know if we need a little chair. We have a little chair. And our original thought was like, oh, let's get 3, and they'll each have one. They can put you can personalize them, so you can put their names on them. But now I'm looking at them, I'm like, I don't even know where they would go. Like, I don't know where they would go, and I don't know if they'd play with them all that much, so... As I'm bringing them on the cast, I was fully about to talk about like, oh yeah, we're getting them, and this is what we're gonna do with them. I'm kind of like having the thought like, oh, maybe we're not. I thought they were like 100 or around that, or even like sub 100. But yeah, $200, dude.
I feel like that money could just be put to better use elsewhere in some other product.
That's where my mind goes to, is just like, what else could I get for around $200? You know, like, I mean, even in the 75 range, yeah. Like, what else could I get in that range?
Yeah.
And I mean, we use the crap out of the ones we have. Like, we actually have 3 of them we've acquired over the years, and they get played with like daily a lot. I couldn't imagine like not having them, just with how much they play with them. And they're even like, we have one of those things you climb on the wall now, and like it's pretty much like our safety net for that thing as well. So they're like dual function. They play it. I mean, I'm sitting on one right now as I record this. Like, it's my chair.
Oh, dude,
it's my recording chair. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's the basement, dude. It's the playroom. That's where we're at. But like I go to like, oh well, these are also an expensive toy, but like the Super Space tiles that we talked about a couple casts, we play with those as much, and I'm like, I'd much rather get another pack of those, because I don't know, they're just like a little easier to store, and we play with them even more, and they're just a little more imaginative. So, and even outside of that, like $200, dude, yeah, you could get like all kinds of toys and stuff, or go do something cool, and that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, we're just like at max of toys, so we're definitely not getting 3 of these. I got to talk to my wife. We're not getting 3 of these. Maybe I would consider getting 1. Because we do have one chair right now, but it's got my son Oliver's name on it, and it's just kind of big and bulky and not a great chair. And this might work a little bit better, or we could just get a way cheaper chair. So I don't know. I'm on the fence now. I don't know if this is giving me all the s'more vibes that I wanted when I first brought it on.
Yeah, I know, dude. I don't know if I want a scarf at this point.
Yeah, dude. It's giving me a little sless, if you know what I mean.
It's getting hot out there, and we're getting hungry, huh? I mean, we've been casting for forever. It seems like now.
I always get hungry on this cast, man.
Gotta take a pit stop here, dude. Gotta drive in. Go to the drive-in. Sonic. We're talking Sonic. Wacky packs, man. Gotta bring the fast food on here, because I feel like fast food hasn't been doing so well lately. I don't know if you heard about Wendy's. Wendy's is doing terrible, dude. Wendy's have like shuttered all over the place around us.
Dude, you know, that's a shame, man. Yeah, like, real quick aside, we love Wendy's, man. I don't know how you feel about it, but like, talking toys, like, they have the Minions and Monsters toys right now. Those ain't bad. They're pretty good. Like, Wendy's does a decent job, and their food is like decent, and it's not insanely expensive like Chick-fil-A, but I'm bummed about Wendy's.
Like, 3 of the Wendy's around us have shuttered. There's only like 1 left that's in like driving distance of us. It's crazy. Fast food, man. They're in a rough state right now. But Sonic, they're trudging through here with some new offerings all summer long, man. All summer of 2026. They're doing a partnership with Hot Wheels. They've got some Hot Wheels selections here for us, which I thought maybe might interest you in some capacity, because I know your boys love the cars. So thought I'd bring this on and maybe talk through it a little bit.
Yeah, man.
A couple of offerings here. I mean, we can talk about the good, the bad, and the so-so. A lot of so-so and bad here, but there is some good. So yeah, it looks like there are 7 toys total. There are 4 Hot Wheels cars to get, and they're food themed, which I'm a big fan of. I love anytime fast food premiums like lean into their menu items. Like, you've got me hook, line, and sinker with that kind of stuff. So they did that right here with the hot dog car. That's exciting.
I like that one.
Officially branded Hot Wheels car. That's a hot dog. Sonic branded hot dog. I love it. That's one I want to get. And then you've got dual dragster soda cars here. It looks like soda pop. There's a blue soda pop car and a pink lime soda pop car. And then the crown jewel, a burger mobile car, which I think all of these have names. There's the pink carbonator. There's the blue carbonator. So those are the dual sodas. The street wiener. That's the dog. Street wiener takes the hot dog treatment.
That's a good name.
And then the Buns of Steel is the burger vehicle. Buns of Steel. I love it. Yeah. It's like a modified dragster muscle car pickup situation where it's got a cheeseburger in tow. It's hauled on a cheeseburger, and it's got French fries poking out the top of the roof. Love it, man. It works. I want it, but I have to face reality. And I feel like if I went to Sonic to get one of these, I would get stuck with one of the other offerings, which is a key fob switchblade spoon. It's not the ideal thing to get if you get a Wacky pack.
What is going on there?
So, yeah, just like anybody picks up their car keys and, you have the unlock button, the lock button, whatever. Basically, think of that, but it's colored either blue, orange, or pink. And when you press the button to unlock the car, a spoon flips up instead of unlocking your car. So I guess the spoon is there to eat the sundaes that Sonic offers. I forget what are they even called? I don't even remember what they call them at Sonic. They're like milkshake, like Blizzard wannabes. Yeah, those are kind of sad. Apparently, from what I understand, the pink key fob spoon and the pink green dragster, those are chase items, so they are way more difficult to find than the rest of the offerings, which is great because those are some of the ones that I could care less about. I mainly just want the hot dog and the cheeseburger car. So
I'm with you.
What are your thoughts on this offering?
Ooh, man. Well, those spoons, I just don't know what they're doing there. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I could see if I owned all of the other premiums and I got the spoon, like, look at this. Like, look what they did. Let me use this and just be funny with it. Like, I could kind of see some joy out of that, but man.
As a kid, you mean?
Not as a kid. No.
Because I'm saying as a kid, you would be so disappointed. Right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. You'd be like, I got this spoon. Yeah, dude. I like the Wienermobile. I like the hamburger. And then I wouldn't be mad at either of the drinks. One of those would be fine. I think it's kind of lazy they did too. But yeah, dude, those spoons, man, what is going on there?
It cracks me up that the people at Sonic think like this is an okay offering, but let's make some of these items chase. Like we're gonna have repeat buyers. Like kids are gonna be scrambling, breaking the doors down to order more Wacky packs because they want the chase. Get real, dude. Like seriously, like dude. Sober up, man.
We were just talking Wendy's, dude. Wendy's like throws a chase in for every figure they put out. It's like insane. I'm like, who do you think is hitting Wendy's every day to get these, man?
Yeah. Like who can afford it, man? Who can afford fast food these days that can just hit it multiple times to have it shot at getting these toys? Just buy them on eBay. Like, dude, seriously.
I mean, well, Wendy's like ain't half bad. Like it's not. I mean, I haven't been to McDonald's in a while. It's probably comparable to McDonald's, but like our frequent is Chick-fil-A, and well, first off, their toys are hot garbage, like real bad. I could talk about those, but yeah, dude, and their food is so expensive. It's like $50 to $60 for us to eat there as a family. I'm like, and one of us isn't even eating yet. I'm like, this is just undoable. Like we might as well go out to eat at like Applebee's, like.
I'm sorry, crazy. You're saying Chick-fil-A is expensive?
Chick-fil-A is expensive. Like Wendy's isn't half bad. I haven't been to Sonic since we were together. Like there's no Sonic around me.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know where Sonic's sitting.
Yeah. I haven't eaten there since like I've had kids. I've been eating there. So I have no idea. But yeah, we were actually at Chick-fil-A today as of the recording of this cast, and we got the kids meals, and I couldn't believe the toy that they got. I was just like, cow. Yeah,
that's like
cow that opens up and you throw cardboard in it. Yeah. I'm like, what is this,
dude? Yeah, we just got that toy. I'm like, what are they doing with this,
dude? Why they brought it? They brought it in the car with them, and Carter's like, yay! Like look at the cow. He's so cute. And he was just like, I don't really like this toy. I was like, yeah, I get it. I read the directions. I'm like, you're supposed to just throw. You're throwing like carrots into the. Like we threw Brody's out by accident. Like we threw like the cardboard out. Dude. We're like, yeah. What is this? Oh, it's game pieces. You're supposed to like crack the cow in half. It's a container basically, and you're supposed to throw the game pieces into each part of the cow. I was just like, what a mess.
Maybe you've ridden the same wave we had with Chick-fil-A. Do you frequent Chick-fil-A often?
No, not super often where we're getting toys all the time. We haven't gotten a toy in forever.
We go there pretty often. Like, it's our fast food of choice. So we go there not weekly, but like I'd say bi-weekly, or at least once or twice a month. And we've had a fair share of our Chick-fil-A toys. They are just throwing anything but toys at the wall to see what people tolerate. I don't know what it is, but
it's basically just books, right?
It's a lot of books, which like I'm like, all right, these aren't half bad, I guess. Like, you know, you get like a little read out of it, whatever. And then I mean, all of it we typically just toss out because we're just like, I'm not keeping this like dumb little book, like it's silly. And then what were they doing they were doing like highlights for a while, like just mini highlights magazines, which I was like, oh, this is kind of neat, but they were just like not as good. You know, they had like some Seek and Finds, but like just not as good. And then, yeah, it's been this stuff lately. Like, we got a tin, just a straight tin. There was nothing in it. It was just a tin. I was like, what are they supposed to do with this? Like, why? Like, now that you're actually trying, like, plastics and, like, just make it a toy. I don't know why they're trying this, like, cardboard game stuff. It's like, there was one, not to make this too long, but one time they threw in there just like, here's a bunch of cards and it's just questions you can ask around the dinner table. I was just like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
yeah,
just throw a toy in, for God's sakes, you know?
Yep. Also, just ultimately, I feel like it's way different from when we were a kid. I mean, at least for me, I remember going to like McDonald's or Burger King, and the whole thing was just like, as I'm going there, I'm like, oh my gosh, what toy are they selling? What toy are we going to get with this meal? Like, what is going to be in this meal? My kids, when we go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, wherever, it is such an afterthought. Like, they do not care at all. They're they're like, we're going to get the mac and cheese, right? Like, where's the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese? Like, that's all I care about. Just give me the mac and cheese. Like, they could not care less, whatever toy they offer. So I don't know. It's just like, maybe it's just person to person, or it's like generational, because I remember being so stoked on whatever was getting offered. I get excited about this stuff, obviously, because I'm sitting here talking about it with you. But like, they could care less. And I don't know. It's kind of funny for me, because they just don't care, and they just give me their honest, raw opinions on the stuff that they receive. They just don't care about like 90% of this stuff. So it's a different time.
It is. It's such an afterthought. It's so funny. I was the same way. I was just like, at least even if I didn't know what they were offering, I was just like, what is it going to be? And then you get there and they're like, oh, they're doing like Hot Wheels Barbie. Like, oh, well, I get the boy toy, you know, like tell them I want the boy toy.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be shouting from the back at your mom, and they'd be like, yeah, whatever, I got it. And then, you know, and they could like care. They don't even want to like know when we get there what the toy, because it's so disappointing every time. At least Chick-fil-A, Wendy's was like, had a couple okay lines in there, like nothing great. Like, I think the Minions thing was probably the thing they were most interested in, because they knew what it was. But
yeah,
like, they had like superheroes, like DC superheroes, and we were like, it was just like, oh, who did we get? Oh, we don't have him yet. Oh, that's cool. Like, that made it a little fun.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, they were just like, they couldn't care less, like, even about that stuff. Just sad for them.
It is. It's a sad cast, dude.
Yeah. Just a downer. Just a downer. I'll bring it up at the end, man. I got a good collection update.
All right, good. You keep teasing. All right, that sounds good. But yeah, I mean, just to up this section a little bit, man, they are offering this all throughout the summer of 2026. Like, I gotta re-emphasize, all the way through August, this promotion's going on. So head to a Sonic near you, try to get that burger mobile or the hot dog, because I gotta be honest, I'll probably try. There's like one Sonic that's like reasonably close to us, so that I might try to venture out to get that burger mobile. So,
dude, you can get that spoon.
Yeah, dude. I know, dude. I'm gonna get that blue spoon. I guarantee it. Guarantee.
Get that pink one, man. Get the Chase. I think it's gonna be selling for like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, hundreds. Sure, nobody who gets that is like, oh, the Chase.
The Chase. I got
Not
the
a soul
Chase.
on earth would know. Unless you're the listener of this podcast.
All right, dude. Headed back to Pallet Town, dude.
Whoa.
Oh, shoot.
Collection updates. Ooh, yeah.
You were sounding sultry, dude. Cut my voice out. I goofed it on that one.
No, dude, it is staying on there. Don't you?
All
worry.
right. All right. It's going to sound good. All right, man. Well, get your butt back to Pallet Town because we are talking Pokemon in the collection updates. I've linked to Let's Go Pikachu for a reason, but we'll get there. So the story here is kind of like we were just talking, like there's a lot out there. Our kids are just kind of bouncing between things. My son is in kindergarten this year, he just graduated kindergarten. And towards the end of the year, he was like, he was having a tough time making friends, but he finally was kind of like leaning up against these two boys, and he was like, yeah, they play like this card game. I don't know what they're playing. Like, I don't know. I think it's like Pokemon or something. I was like, they're playing Pokemon cards? Dude, I lit up. I was just like, oh man, okay. And I was just like, okay, that's cool. Like, kids in your class playing Pokemon. And then, like, he just kept bringing it up. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, they're, like, trading. What are they doing? He's just asking questions. And I'm like, all right, man, like, you've come to the right place. Like, let me school you on what I know about Pokemon, which is a lot about Kanto, not much about the other stuff. But I broke out my cards. I still have all my old cards. And I was just like, here we go. His last day of kindergarten, or like one of his last days, he had like a really good day, and I went out and I got him 2 packs of Pokemon cards, like fresh packs of Pokemon cards. I'm like, here you go, dude. Like, here's your first packs of Pokemon cards. Like, rip them up. He's opening them. He's like, I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. Like, I don't know anything about this. Like, but he's just like pumped. He's jazzed. And I was like, all right, I gotta like introduce him into Pokemon. Like, how am I gonna do that? It can't be the cards, because like he opened every card. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is either. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that's good or that's like apparently that thing's rare. I don't know what that thing is. So I was looking out there and I was like, maybe I show him the show, like the original anime. Maybe I get him into the games. And we got a Switch 2 for Christmas. So I was like, all right, there's got to be like a good Pokemon game on Switch. And I was just hunting around and I found this one, man. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I kind of saw this when it first came out, and I was just like, oh, that's neat, and then it just like went to the back of my brain. Have you heard of this game, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu? Do you know about this guy?
I had heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really look into it. I checked out a couple of videos, but yeah, talk to me about it.
Well, let me just say, it is good. It is a good game. I'm very happy with this purchase. This was I said I got him something for like graduating kindergarten. That was kind of like he had a good day towards the end of kindergarten. But for his like actual graduation, this was his gift, my gift to him that he got from me for completing kindergarten. And just today, he came over and he was just like, "This is the best gift I've ever received. Thank you, Dad." Like, no joke. And I was just like, hell yeah! Like, I just knocked this one out of the park. So for those that don't know, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. This is a Nintendo Switch game, works on Switch 2, which is great, and it's older game, but it's based off of the original, not the blue and red game, but the original yellow game. So when you have Pikachu kind of behind you in the game, yeah. It's all Kanto region. It's all Kanto region Pokemon. It stays pretty close to the original games in terms of like where you go and what you do and the dialogue and all the characters. And it's freshened up. It's just like nice new graphics, nothing crazy. There's some big changes to the game, and I think in a very positive way, and we can kind of talk about that. But yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. Him and I have just been playing it like almost every night, and just kind of going through and hunting for Pokemon. And he's just like, "Who's this?" And I'm like, "That's Oddish, and that's so." And he evolves into this. He's like, "How do you know all this?" And I'm like, "It's just in my brain, man. It's just taking up space in there." But yeah, dude, where are we at now? We just beat Lieutenant Surge, and we're making our way through, I forget where we're headed next, but anyway, we just beat Lieutenant Surge. We're like on to the next gym, and that's kind of where the game gets a little fuzzy for me. I kind of forget the order of gym leaders after that, but he's loving it, man. I'm loving it. It's a ton of fun. Yeah, any thoughts before I get into like, not critiques, but just like things that are different? I kind of want to get your opinions on those changes and if you would consider playing something like this.
No, I mean, just like obviously what I'm most interested in is like the battling. Like, what does the battles look like?
Battles look pretty much the same. I mean, visually they look a heck of a lot better than obviously the Game Boy stuff. Like, there's way more graphical detail. It actually looks like the Pokemon are hitting each other. You can like see the trainers in the background and stuff. But it's still pretty simple. It's still like you're just selecting moves and stuff like that. It's that mechanic has remained pretty much unchanged. There is a new mechanic to the game that I think is brilliant. And a big theme of this, like Let's Go Pikachu, is like it is made for first-time players, and it's made even more accessible than the original games on Game Boy were made accessible. Like they really hold your hand in a lot of places.
Oh, nice.
Which I think is positive. Like he's 6 and he's like, you know, with my help is pretty much just like cruising through the game, which is fun. Maybe he drives me nuts because he never talks to anybody. I'm like, dude, they've got stuff. Like they want to trade and stuff. And he's just like, I don't care. Like, let's go catch. Like, let's just go catch. And he's not listening to me. But so there's a bunch of stuff with like Pikachu where you can like dress him up and pet him and stuff. But I'm just like, that I could do without. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even got to some of the big changes of the game yet. Like, there's probably still stuff around the corner that I don't know about. But the big one is one of the big ones is you can play co-op. So I can play with him and just be walking around the map with him. Yeah, dude, it is awesome the way that they set. Like, it's just so perfectly set up for like a first time kid playing and like a parent that can play, or maybe even just like, you throw your younger brother in there and just like have him do his best. Cause like player 1 is really driving everything. Like player 2, you're just kind of walking around, but you're not interacting with Pokemon at all. Like you join the battles and you join the catching sequence, but otherwise you're just kind of like, I'm just like, hey, come over here. And I'm just walking off screen while he's just like going in the other direction. But the battling, you asked about the battling, that's pretty much the same mechanic, but you can just have like 2 people battling at once. So like he throws out his first Pokemon, which is pretty much Pikachu. And then whoever's second in the party, like I get to use. And you get to do like 2 moves against their 1 Pokemon. So like you're going into a gym battle and stuff, like we're just kind of cruising through it because like both of us are picking moves, and then the other person battling just gets to go once, and they only attack one of the Pokemon. So like you're just like annihilating everybody. The last change that I want to get your opinion on, because I know you're a Pokemon Go fan. The catching sequence is very different. It's more Pokemon Go style. So there's no battling wild Pokemon. You just go straight into a catch sequence with it, which I think is a huge upgrade. Like I didn't really think about that would be better, but I love it. It's so much better. There's motion controls to it. You can do like touchscreen and have it be like Pokemon Go style. We haven't really messed around with that yet, but we've just been using the like the Switch controllers, and just same deal. Like when you're playing co-op, you can both throw the Pokeball together, and you kind of have to time it. You have to be like 3, 2, 1. All right, throw. And then if you both hit at the same time, you get like a special animation that like ups your catch rate or whatever. So like that part is fun because it's like, oh, okay, there's like a little bit of skill with this. It's something different, and we actually have to collaborate like on the outside of the screen and kind of like get in sync, and then the Pokemon will move and we'll just be like, crap, like we missed it. And then like it's just been a ton of fun. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, dude, it is. I highly recommend it to like any parent that wants to get their kid like back like into Pokemon and just like isn't sure where to start.
Because that was like one of the things I praised Pokemon Go at the beginning, because I hated on the Game Boy where the catching sequences, that was awful. I could not stand it. It was so stressful when you were like trying to catch something, like going into like the Safari Zone, and by chance you run across like a Kangaskhan or some.
Oh, dude.
Excuse me, like something like that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I gotta make this count, and you're just like, what else do you do but press like the A or B, whatever it was, like you just press a button and just hope that he gets caught. Yeah, you're just crossing your fingers. I can't even, and then I would like lose it, and then he'd escape, and I'd just like throw the Game Boy. I'd be like, gosh, this sucks. But yeah, now it's just like if you have like the finesse and the items, like I know in Pokemon Go, it's like you like, I want to make sure I catch this. Okay, feed him a berry, feed him a golden berry, like a golden raz. Like I want to ensure that this gets caught. Curve it, excellent to catch. It's like you have so much more control in catching stuff. So yeah, that's awesome that they've incorporated that into that, because I'm a big fan of that.
Like all that moves over. There's like nanab berries and raspberries, and you're feeding them berries. They can hop around a little bit too, and like make it a little more challenging. But yeah man, it is basically the same catch sequence, which to your point is like so much nicer, so much easier to deal with.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Love that. The other major improvement that I haven't talked about is you can see the Pokemon in the grass. So
Oh,
like
that's
instead
so
of
cool.
dude, it's so much. It makes it so much better because instead of just like, oh, we hit something, I don't know what it is. Like you're like trying to dodge the stuff that you already have, and that just makes it funny. Like we just went through a Diglett cave, and we at first it was like, oh, Diglett, a new Pokemon, cool. But then it's just like Diglett, 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 and we're like trying to get Doug Trio because he spawns there, and we're just like running through, and it's just like Diglett, Diglett, and they're just like they think it's just such a funny word and a funny Pokemon that they're just like cracking their butts up. But it's just like it adds so much extra good gameplay, and then you can just like not have that awful experience of, especially in the caves, just like Zubat. All right, another Zubat. All right, walk 2 feet, Zubat. Like
Yeah.
that was so painful, and that's just gone. Like most of it's gone. And last fun part of that is like if you see like a rare Pokemon, we're just like like it's like we were just walking one random Route 9 or whatever, and like Chansey is like a really rare occurrence on that route, and she popped up, and we were like, it's Chansey, like we gotta get her, you know, like we were like running over there and dodging people, and we're just like we got her, you know, like oh, it's so much more enjoyable. Like
Oh, that's awesome.
it is like some of the most fun I've had with my kids, like in a toy or a video game, like and it's really just me and my oldest are playing, and my younger son is just watching us, and I keep being like, you want to play, man? He's just like, I think he's just a little too intimidated. He's just like, no, but like he's right there when we're battling. He's like use the water one. Put the water one out there, and I'm like he would get destroyed, dude. And then we caught an Onyx, Onyx is so huge in the game because he's like to scale. So,
Yeah.
so like when he first popped up on the screen, like in Mount Moon or whatever, they were like, "Who's that? Oh my god! Like who's that big snake rock?" And I was like, "That's Onyx. We got to catch him." So we caught him, and he's in our party. And they keep being like, throw him out, he's gonna destroy. And I'm like, dude, he's like level 10, he's gonna get knocked, he's gonna get absolutely messed up. And we're like, no, throw out Onyx. And then we do, and then he just dies. And they're like, what happened? He's so big. But it's good, man. Like, and all the it's just cool to see, like, oh dude, like look what they did with like Pewter City and the gym, and like just you get to relive like even just like the silly stuff, like picking the fossils and stuff like that. I'm just like, this is just so much more well done and just cool to like see. And yeah, man, I'm excited because there's kind of like little bits that they're throwing in there that I'm not sure how they end up. Like, sorry, I've been talking a lot, but last little thing, that you have a rival, but you can just pick their name. It's not like Gary. He's not based like on the same character. It's just like some guy. We named ours Chase because of Paw Patrol. And then, but like Gary's in the game and he's Oak's son, but they call him Blue. And I know there was like the thing with like Red in the original games and stuff. So I'm like, I feel like they're going to do something cool with that. And like maybe Red, like you eventually run into or something like later on in the game. So yeah, I'm excited to like, it's exciting for me as someone who like pretty much knows what's coming.
Yeah.
They're still like, ooh, well, I don't know what that's going to look like. And even like little splits, like sub split screens they've done, where some of the Elite Four kind of cross your path as you're going, and I'm just like, that's a cool ad, and there's just like a lot of cool ads like that I'm just like, oh yeah, this is tight, dude. Like this is the most fun I've had playing a video game in a long time.
You're really selling me on it. I don't have the system, so it would be a big investment for me.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, you get an old really Switch, dude. Even an old Switch. Okay. Yeah, like I'm sure you get a deal on like, especially like just the handheld ones and stuff. If you don't want to go full console.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it works on the original Switch. I mean, the game's still like $60. I got it on sale at Target, but it was like, I don't even know if it was sold through Target or maybe it was Amazon, but it was like a third party. I got it for like $50, but it's like, it's crazy that their games are still, I'm sure you get it used for less than that, but I just got them a fresh copy.
Dude, that's cool. Yeah, because I've been excited to like share, like I still have my Pokemon Red. The battery since died on it, so I got to get it replaced, but I was planning on sharing that with them at some point, but this might be a better route to go.
I thought the same thing. I was just like, maybe I could just do Game Boy, and then I saw this, and I was like, this is perfect. Like, I didn't even know about most of the mechanics. I was just like, oh, that seems like the same game. Like, that would probably be fun.
Yeah.
And just all the stuff they added, I'm like, this is awesome. Last little point here, because we were talking like Power Rangers and I'm just like kind of thrilled that Pokemon's still staying relevant. Like however they're doing it, it's insane to me. Just like how many Pokemon there are now. Like it's a little overwhelming, honestly. So I'm glad that this exists. Like I don't know how deep he'll get. I don't know if he'll get much deeper than this, honestly. Maybe if he gets into the trading card stuff. I don't really want to buy a bunch of trading cards or anything like that. I just kind of want him to make some friends, and like if that's the way in, if Pokemon's the way in, like at least I'll have something to help him with there.
It's crazy that you found trading cards. Like it's hard to find that stuff in stores.
Oh, dude, I know. I didn't realize that. I felt like such a noob because I was like just looking in the cards at Target, and I'm just like, they've got to have Pokemon. I'm like, it's so popular, and I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't see it. And then I asked the cashier, and I'm like, yeah, do you have like Pokemon cards? And she's like, yeah, they're over by like the like returns and stuff. Like you got to buy them over there. I was like, oh, that's weird. And I go over and the guy's like, yeah, you can only buy 2 packs of these and 1 pack of these. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's that popular that you're like it's that limited. So I bought him just like 2. I was like, I don't even know what this stuff was. I think he pulled like a Weedle. I'm like, dude, I know Weedle. There he goes. And he's super common. He got like a cool looking rare, but I'm just like, I don't know what any of this stuff is. But he left. Yeah. Sorry, two things I wanted to say. Well, finish your point, but I busted my cards out, and I don't have like a full collection or anything, but I have like a ton of the original run, and I have like a Charizard, and I was like showing him that and talking to him about that. I was just like, oh yeah, the story of how I got it and everything, and he was just like, oh, he's like, can I take that to school and trade it for it? And I'm just like, no way, man. I'm like, I'm looking up what it's going for, and I'm just like, this thing. That's probably the one I won't sell, but I'm considering selling a lot of those Pokemon cards. Like just kind of giving him the ones that are worthless, and just like, here, dude, have fun. Like trade some some semi-rare stuff. I guess I would consider those like kind of semi-rare, but a lot of them are selling for like pennies, and I have a ton of them, like just a ton of dupes. Yeah. But some of the hollows I'm going to consider either putting them in a pack and selling them, or I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But it was just cool to bust out the old cards.
Did you have all 151?
No. I don't think I was even anywhere close. I did have like a decent collection. I stopped at, what did they do? Rocket, Team Rocket or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're talking about those decks or series? No, I mean I had some of that stuff, but I'm talking about like the OG, like basic, jungle, and fossil. Like, did you collect all those cards?
I had most of those, but I never got a full collection. You got a full collection, right?
I do, but I'm still on the hunt for a Hollow Ditto fossil. And then I messed up. I didn't realize that you remember they came out with like Series 2 base set? Like, so I had like a Hollow Wigglytuff, but it ended up being like base set 2, like Series 2. So it's got that Series 2 mark on it that I have to get that replaced to get the Gen, like the Series 1.
Yuck.
Same with the Raichu. So I messed up there. But beyond that, yeah, I have everything from those card sets.
Are you like actively collecting those, or just kind of like hanging on to them?
No, I'm hanging on to them. I page through them with my 5-year-old sometimes. Like, he likes looking at them. He doesn't understand any of it, but
dude,
yeah, I mean this game this is tickling my fancy. This is checking a lot of boxes for me. So
yeah, dude. There's even I mean, I know you play Go. There's even like this Go transfer thing where you can transfer Pokemon from Go into the game.
Ooh, bury the headline, dude.
I think it's only Kanto stuff and like Alolan versions of Kanto. But yeah, man, like if you beefed up somebody, you can just pop once you get to, because there's no Safari Zone. That's been replaced by Pokemon Go Zone or whatever the heck they call it.
Okay,
so that's a little different.
That's cool. Yeah, I fight with a lot of. I battle with a lot of Kanto guys. I have a beefed up Chansey and a Lickitung.
Heck yeah, man.
So yeah, dude, sounds good.
Next collection update, dude. I'm waiting for it.
yeah. Let me get a couple more miles out of my PS5 that I bought that doesn't get used nearly enough. Now I gotta buy a whole nother console. Yeah, let me just do that.
They got the games, dude. They got the games you want.
Real quick, before I get into my official update, I thought a funny anecdote could be shared here. We are having our master bathroom redone, like totally gutted, getting everything replaced. That affects my toy collection because it shares a wall with my toy like display. So like on the other side of where I'm recording now is our master bathroom. So there was a demo day and then, a day of installing plumbing and stuff. Basically like taking out a tub and expanding the shower, like making like a nice walk-in shower. They had like a big demo day and I was just like, I should probably remove some things, which I did. I took a couple of like hot items, some heavy hitter items off the shelves and stowed them away. Then I was just like, man, I really got to prep for this because I don't want to take everything off the shelves, but I have to at least like put up some insurance. So I lined the floors with pillows, quilts, sheets, like baby pillows, baby stuffed animals, like stuff that doesn't get used anymore. Line the floors with it because I'm not taking everything off the shelves. I decided to not do that. So put everything down, went to work. The next day I came in, I would say about a good 60% of my collection was on the floor. Yeah, so that happened. I mean, I guess I felt kind of lazy at that point, but nothing ended up breaking. It was kind of a mess. Thought, some toy collectors on here could appreciate it because there's times where I see on YouTube these toy collectors where they're just like, they're giving their tours of their collections and stuff, and I'm just like, man, what happens when it's like you got like HVAC problems or like you got contractors coming in to like do stuff? Like, do you pack up your stuff so they can work around it? I would imagine there's other people out there, other toy collectors, listeners of the cast that might have had similar situations.
I'm glad everything's okay.
That's the state of the MOTYL house at this point. My official collection update. Dude, I don't know what you can tell me about your experience with this, but let me set the groundwork here. We are recording this on a historic weekend where Toy Story 5 has been released in theaters. Big franchise. Pixar's baby. Huge fan of the Toy Story movies. I would imagine you are as well.
Yeah, we like them here.
It's one franchise that we've both grew up with from the first one up until where we are now with the fifth one. Haven't seen the movie yet. I've heard it's good. I would imagine it's good. But yeah, I got a little nostalgic not too long ago. I dipped my toe back into the initial run of Toy Story toys. They were put out by THINKWAY Toys. I believe it's a Canadian company that no longer exists, but I remember going to the toy store and being pumped to see Toy Story toys because seeing the movie as a kid blew my mind. Like, absolutely, just like, it shattered reality for me. I was just like, wow, so my toys are up in my room doing that, like when I'm, not there, like I'm not present. I don't see them doing that. So I was just like, I have to get these toys. Like, I want some of these toys. And I remember not seeing commercials for it. I just remember like going to Walmart and then seeing like the display of like Woodies and Buzzes all over the place. Did you have a similar experience? Like, did you want the toys after you saw the movie?
I wasn't a big action figure kid, but I did have the same reaction in the movie, just like, oh, this is incredible. But I think I kind of just like leaned into the toys that I had where I'm just like, are you guys just moving when I'm not looking? Like, I had that, just that suspicion in the back of my head at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to talk about these because these kind of passed me by. I don't really remember some of the original run toys, but I would have been into these if I had seen them.
Cool, because I was super all about it when I knew that these existed. I was just like, yes, like awesome. Like, I want the whole Andy's room set up. Like, I want like Mr. Potato Head, like Rex. I want everybody that was in that room. Like, I want to like recreate that. Like, that was so cool to me. And then these toys were out. And I remember like one time going to Walmart and seeing what they had to offer. And all they had was just different renditions of Woody and Buzz. I mean, that's all well and good, but it's like, I want like the companion toys. Like, I want like the full toy box full of Andy's toys. What is there to buy? And then in the second series, I believe, this is kind of what I was basing it off of because I don't even remember like the first series getting released, but the second series, they had a whole bunch of Woody and Buzz doing different things. And then they also had the Pizza Planet alien And my favorite, the Babyface, the baby spider that was in Sid's room, one of the messed up toys. And I was just like, well, yeah, okay, that's a start. Like I want that stuff. Like I don't need like all these Woodies and Buzzes. Like I'll get one eventually, but I don't need all these Woodies and Buzzes. Like give me the I want, representation of these characters. So that became like the thing to look for, which I couldn't find at Walmart at that time. And I remember like the alien was kind of in places. I wasn't like too stoked on the alien. I wanted that spider. I wanted the Babyface spider so badly. And that ended up being the big Christmas gift that year because I couldn't find him. And I was so upset. I was just like, that's like the only one I want. I just want the Babyface spider. And then eventually, my parents still talk about it to this day. My dad found it eventually, and they gave Santa credit. They put it under the tree, and they said, "Oh yeah, look, Santa found this." And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, like Santa found this!" Like that was like the big gift they hid. That was like the last one that I opened that year. Yeah, maybe I mentioned that on a cast previous, but
I don't think so. That's a good story, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. My parents still talk about it to this day. How excited I was to like get that toy because it was like hard to find at the time. My dad eventually found it, so I did over the years. Like it just got beat up, and I lost some of the legs to it, and it eventually just either got sold or thrown out at some point, cleaned out. So in recent weeks, I did pick up a brand new copy because I felt it necessary, just because it was a monumental occasion with Toy Story 5 getting released. I was just like, you know what? Before these things skyrocket, let me pick this guy up. Got it for a very, very, very cheap price, brand spanking new.
Nice.
Now I have it back in the collection. Very pleased to add it. Brought me right back to Christmas that year when these toys were out. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to bring it up here because I thought the line, there was a lot left to be desired when it came down to it. Because I think the only other toys, if I'm not mistaken, outside of Woody and Buzz that were offered was Ham, Rex, and then the Alien and Babyface. That's it. Like it's like, man, you got this Toy Story with this huge ensemble cast, all these toys that you could be putting out there. I mean, granted, I guess some of them are like baby toys, like Miss Potato Head. It's like, what do you do with that? But it's like, you still want to have like the full ensemble like in your collection. Isn't that like what you would want? Like if you were an action figure collector?
Yeah, I could see like, all right, let's maybe each wave, like there's a version of Woody and Buzz, but like wave 1, there's 2 versions of Woody and Buzz. And then you get Ham and Rex. And then wave 2, they throw 3 more versions of Buzz at you, 2 more of Woody, and they're like, oh yeah, here's the space alien and the baby face. And then I don't know what they're doing in series 3 with like, they never went to space. Like, what is this galactic armor Buzz and space claw Buzz? Like, what a joke.
Yeah, you're leaning into the lore of Buzz Lightyear. Like, I dropped off after that, at that point. Yeah, I wanted to reassemble Andy's room in some kind of capacity. Babyface isn't even in his room. It's like, that's in, like, Sid's room. But still, I loved that part of the movie. I was glued to the TV in that part of the movie.
Oh, I know you were.
But it remains one of my favorite pieces from the Toy Story line back in the day. So happy to add it, but yeah, man, what a disappointment at the time. I still remember being like so upset. I'm just like, man, what are they doing? What are they doing here? This is such a dynamite property that you have, and you just like fumbling it like that. But
dude, yeah, those Sid toys. Quick aside as we're wrapping up here, but so MOTYL knows this, but we're kind of planning a trip to Disney. Might end up meeting up while we're down there. Typically, when we do this, we try to like do marathons with the kid. Not marathons, but my wife made a list of Disney movies that we should watch before we go, and like Toy Story's all over there. And like you were saying, like, are you guys into it? Like they've seen Toy Story, they generally know the characters, but we haven't like sat and watched them in quite a while, and they're kind of like, in the background. Buzz, like that Buzz Lightyear movie was the much bigger draw for my middle son.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, like he loved that for a long time, but like I don't even think he has a real appreciation for like it started with Toy Story. Like I don't think he's really sat through them. So I bring it up because he tends to lean towards like the macabre. Like he's very into like skeletons and I don't know, just anything I show him that's like Halloweeny or like a little spooky. Like he's just like, ooh, what's that? Like I kind of like that. So it's just interesting. Like I'm curious to watch the first one with him again to see how he feels about the toys in Sid's room. Because I know when I showed it to my first son, he was just like, I don't like this. Like he kind of got scared at that part. But I think my second son's going to be like, yo, this is cool, and kind of be on your level with like, I want Babyface. Like I want that one. Like that is like so. Whenever I see him like kind of leaning towards something, I think of you, and I'm just like, dude, he's got that MOTYL gene where he's just like, he's into this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's got to be the birthdays, dude. Like you guys are both around the October time frame, like late October. You guys are just like, yeah, dude, into the dark and spookies. Like I feel like that's gonna be his jam as he grows.
It's so good, man.
Yeah, which is cool with me, dude. It's fun to watch his excitement over it.
You rewatch those movies later as an adult, and it's just like, yeah, I was attracted to this when I was a kid, but then you, as an adult, you realize like, man, Sid, he really was like an artist, you know? What he did, you can really appreciate it, I guess, in some weird sick capacity.
It's just like, where are the parents?
Yeah, dude, homie had like a full-on workbench in his room, right? Like with a vice
and like
grip
dynamite.
And all that.
Like he just got dynamite.
Dude,
shipping it from China or wherever. He's just like,
oh yeah,
knows how to use the internet. He's like supposed to be 10.
The big one.
The big one. Man, I can't wait for us to watch that again. I'm excited.
Yeah, man, it's a big time, man. I'll be listening back to this cast in a couple of years and being like, oh yeah, that's when Toy Story 5 dropped. So had to do something to put this cast on the map.
Glad you did. I mean, I'm excited to see. I don't know when we'll go see it. Like at some point this summer. I assume we'll go to the theaters to see it. Drop
$100 to bring the whole family to go see it.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know if they have these around you, but like there's some pretty sweet matinee deals, and my dad is like he's got the frequent movie pass or whatever it is, like through Regal or AMC, one of those, and he basically gets in for free. So like, oh man, he's got all these perks. So like whenever we go with him, he's just like showering us with like, oh, how much popcorn you want? What do you want? Do you want the big drink? Like here you go. He hooks us up when we go, and
oh wow,
it's still like $30 to take the kids. I'm just like, oh my god. Like,
well, in total, I mean that's awesome because we were trying to like make it happen this weekend. We were just like, yeah, let's all go see Toy Story. Let's bring everybody go see Toy Story 5, and we mathed it out, and it's just like it was like over 100, like it was like $100 basically, like to do all that, and then like that's like not even including like drinks and stuff. Like it was just like buying nuts. Everything online. It's just like, no, we're not doing that. Just wait for it to drop digitally, which stinks because it's like I would love to go to the theater to see that because I saw I think I saw all of them in theaters, I'm pretty sure. So it's a shame to not see this one in theaters.
And well, it's tough because they're typically during the week, but they have, at least the Regal around us has like really good Tuesday matinee deals that are, it's like $10 a ticket or something like that. It's pretty inexpensive.
A quick aside, you'll enjoy this, but on St. Patty's Day, actually, once the kids were asleep, I went to the movies by myself because they were showing the original Leprechaun.
Oh, dude. Nice.
So as soon as the kids were in bed, I drove to the theater by myself midweek to go see it because I'm not just gonna pass up that opportunity to see Leprechaun on the big screen.
Dude, can't.
Yeah.
Was the theater packed?
No, actually, it was me and probably like 4 other guys.
Nice.
Yeah, I was not missing that opportunity. Who knows when that opportunity is going to come by again. So.
Did you guys exchange numbers on the way out? Just like, yo, next year.
I didn't speak to a soul. On that note,
that's going to do it for us today. You can help support the show. You can write a review. The best thing you can do is just share the show with a friend. Any toy collector friend out there, just a buddy you got, you're just like, I think he'll get into the show. Just tell him to type in the Toy Talk Guys into his little computer there, and he'll be, I don't know.
Put on the right path. He'll be put on the right path.
Put on the right path. There we go. He'll be put on the right path. So you can always send us an email with questions, or if you just want to get your collection update on the show, we'll always have that. So thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you guys in the next one.
STRICK and MOTYL are talking toys. This is their podcast. They are just talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Talking toys. Strick and MOTYL, talking toys. Toy box dreams and childhood joys. Mint condition, that's their boys. Dropping hot takes on all the illest toys. Talking toys. Talking toys.